secret that drifting eggs can be one of the most effective methods for catching trout, salmon, and steelhead in the tributary streams and rivers. But there's times when faced with low clear water conditions and heavy fishing pressure, you can increase your hookups by downsizing your line, using lighter pound test, fluorocarbon leaders, and smaller baits. Well, I recently tried a single egg imitation technique I'm going to share with you that seemed to work pretty good. A while back someone sent me a link to a website, TROUTBEADS.com. I figured I'd try these out this year. Kind of look like real eggs. They're just plastic beads. You got holes in them, you string them on your line, and you actually tie your hook on a few inches below it, so when the fish sees this, all he sees is the egg. Doesn't notice the hook a few inches below. And I'll show you how we rig these up. Kind of made sense that when the fish are feeding on eggs in the stream, they're not feeding on big clusters, they're feeding on mainly single eggs drifting by. Faced with these low water conditions, you want to make things as natural as possible. I'll show you how we rig these up, and I'll show you one of the first fish I ever caught using them. You can use any type of bobber you want, but for a slow moving clear water, kind of like these clear floats, first I'm going to put these two clear plastic sleeves on the line using 6-pound test low vis green strand for a main line here. So one on the bottom, and one on the top of the float. There you go. Okay. Well, next step is we're going to tie on a fluorocarbon leader. The stuff works pretty good. It's virtually invisible to the fish. I'm going to use 6-pound test. Pull off about 3 feet of it. Okay, to tie on this leader, we're going to use a surgeon's knot. Take your main line here, about 6 or 8 inches of it, overlap your leader material, so you got 2 lines overlapped. Okay, you're going to tie an overhand knot, hold the tag end of the main line and your leader through once, and pull it through for a second time. Pull it tight, and just before you tighten it up, moisten the knot and cinch it tight. Okay, we got our clear float tied on and about 3 foot of fluorocarbon leader material, and we're gonna tie the bead on. Well, there's a couple ways to do it. You can either tie the bead on using a bead knot, or you can just slide the line through and peg it with a toothpick. Got the line here, slip it through the bead. Alright, so we got our bead here. Now, run the line through a second time through the hole. Well, now you got to pull through twice, leave a little loop sticking out. Now you're going to run the line through 6 times. Okay, run that line through, like I said, 6 times. Okay, moisten it and pull it tight, and the knot will disappear into the hole in the egg. Okay, you want to use a small hook, maybe a 12 or 14 or even smaller, but you want to tie it so the hook is about 2 inches below this bead. Alright, now we got the hook tied on. You can see the hook here hangs about 2 inches below the bead. Alright, now we got our hook tied on. You can see, probably can't see with this line, hook hangs about 2 inches below the bead. We got our clear float on. All we need to do is add a couple split shot. Alright, here's the rig. You got a hook tied about 2 inches beneath the bead. Split shot about 18 inches up on your fluorocarbon leader, and set the bobber Slide the bobber up to whatever depth you need. Just on a bead, man. I've seen him actually turn and go after it. See that bead though? Look at that bead. It looks just like a single egg, see it? Huh? Look at his nose. Took that bead. There we go. Huh? Pretty close on that. So you tie that bead a couple inches before and it looks like a single egg. Get a close up on the bead. Looks like see, he goes to grab that bead and ends up pulling a line in his mouth. Pretty good. He's got it. Took the trout bead.